And good morning, babies. Hello, buddy. Oh, there. Oh my God. How brave are you? He's doing the little party leg trick on the third floor of the new cat tree. And Laura's enjoying the view from the second floor of the new cat tree. I think they prefer this new tree over all the others. It's easier for them to get up and down. I think because the leaves of the tree are splayed, so it's easier for them. Look at his leg. Look at his leg. But they love this new cat tree, and I'm particularly happy because Eleanor will go up here where she can look over the fence and over the shrubs that are in front of the house and actually look at people walking by, cars driving by. So she has more to look at. She used to hang out just at the bottom, and all she could look at is the potential for pigeons. Look at his leg. Huh. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. It is Tuesday. I don't know the date. Oh, it's the 14th, I believe. It is just about 10 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to go into my meeting. I had to get a large coffee because caffeine is supposed to be a bronchodilator or something like that. It's supposed to open you up a little bit. I am very congested right here in my chest. It's my cats. I have been taking this new allergy medication. It's not the fake Claritin, it's the fake other one. Zyrtec, the fake Zyrtec. It's working better, but I've been home in my house for almost 2 days straight without leaving, really, except for a meeting. And I've been making good on my promise to myself that I'd start straightening up the house. And I swear, I mean, I didn't clean up as much as I would like to have, but I put a big dent in one room. Dust everywhere, and so my chest is super congested, but that'll pass. I just need to stay out of the house for a little bit. So I'm going to go to my meeting, and then I'm going to help my friend Marianne hang up some more artwork. And my friend Vivian is right over here. She's walking into the meeting. I don't think she sees me, but yeah. Oh, I've got a couple things to tell you. Whatever possibility or anything that was going to happen with Jim, that is probably past. That's probably over. And that's fine. That's fine. I'll tell you more about that later. What else? What else? There was something else. Oh, there was some rude comments left under the comment section. I can usually take it, but this person really irritated me. Not enough to get me all worked up. I mean, I didn't lose any energy over it, but there were some negative comments. A little keyboard warrior, you know, but we'll talk about that later. Let me get to this meeting. I'll see you soon. Oh, outlet of the day. I don't think I've ever looked more butch in my life. I'm wearing a Land's End kind of mustard jacket, little flannel underneath there. This is Eddie Bauer, I think, this shirt, with a brown belt, some Levi's, and some Timberland boots that I got at Goodwill, almost new. A couple of years ago. I've never worn them until today. Feeling butch. We went to a fantastic meeting today, and afterwards I went thrifting. I'm out thrifting with my friend Marianne. She's picking up some things she needs for a housewarming party she's going to have at her new place. I'm picking up a couple items. First, this is a coffee mug I was going to buy for myself. I might use it, who knows. But these pieces from Anthropologie resell very easily. And I found these little bowls, which are perfect for my cats. For a little bit of a treat, if I don't want to put it on my finger, I can squeeze it in here. And this is large enough and open enough to not cause the cats to have whisker fatigue, which is a very real thing. But these are fantastic for the cats. Or ice cream for adults, I think. And I see, let me take my cart with me. I see lots of fun shirts over here. But I see what I think is a robe. Oh, this is nice. This paisley number. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's got its tie and everything, and I hope they want $6 for this. I have to try this on. This is a silk paisley robe. It's a little tight at the shoulders because I'm wearing all these clothes underneath it, but It's a silk paisley bathrobe with its tie for $6. I found this very nice looking linen shirt. It's by Kubavera, which is not like the pinnacle of linen shirts, but it's still a very nicely made shirt. There's a little subtle detail running right down the middle of the front placard here. That's a sewn little threaded detail that I really like a lot. $6 for a very, very nice linen shirt, and $6 for a silk paisley bathrobe. Thank you very much. Alright, I found this shirt. It's just from Nordstrom. I love the colors. I love how the pattern is matched at the pocket. I think it's a very nice detail. This is at Goodwill, actually, on Tropicana. And I found these dividers for my new binder that I'm going to use for my service work. Yay. I didn't buy that linen shirt because I love linen. I know it's supposed to wrinkle. I just hate when it does. And in Vegas, it's not only going to wrinkle, but I'm also going to sweat through it. So I left that shirt behind. This one, I'll take. And since thrifting is such hardy work, we're going to stop and grab something to eat at Luciano's. Marianne got a steak, Philly steak, and this is the size of my hand. This is half of it is the size of my hand. How she's going to eat that, I don't know. And I got a meatball sub, and I'll tell you, look, it's huge. Very excited. You're so pretty. Oh, and you're so gorgeous. Yes, you. They got into some styrofoam here. Hi. You're so beautiful. You are so beautiful. Where are you? Hi. Hi. Tita. Hi, honey. Oh, you're like a bowl of ice cream. Hi. And all of a sudden, it's 2:46 in the afternoon. I just spent a lovely afternoon with Marianne. She is the dearest, dearest woman. She's probably 20 years older than me, but she's got a lot of energy and she's so much fun. Great sense of humor. So I just hung up some artwork on her walls and moved some stuff around and moved the TV and hung out with her cats. It was a very, very nice time. I love her. I'll be seeing her again in the near future on the 19th. She's having a housewarming party, and she's invited all the ladies from the home group and me. Because I'm a big old girl. Things I was going to tell you about. I'll tell you about that on the way home. So, I was supposed to have a date yesterday with Jim. I was supposed to meet him at 2 o'clock in the afternoon for lunch at where he volunteers. He volunteers at this, it's called the LGBT Center, or The Center. Let's go for a drive. And he volunteers there a couple times a week. And I told him, oh, I'll meet you there at 2 o'clock, which is when his shift ended. And I was trying to neaten up my condo. I was trying to straighten up basically the first floor, like the living room. Is this where I'm going out? I think this is where I'm going out. I was trying to straighten up my living area. Yeah, here's the gate. And I just got really just neck deep in putting together all these clothes I had that hadn't been hung up. I had so many clothes I haven't even taken the tags off of from Goodwill. And it was just straightening up, cleaning up, blah, 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 and in a little bit of a roll. And at 2:07, 7 minutes after his volunteer shift was supposed to have ended and I was supposed to meet him, he texts me saying, are we still doing lunch? And horrified, because I haven't been late for anything in 8 years. I am always early. If I tell you I'm going to meet you at 2 o'clock, usually I'm there at 1 or latest 1:15. So I'm always wicked early. Well, not this time. So it was 2:07 when he called. I said, I am so sorry. I got in this, rut of straightening up my place. And could you give me like 15 minutes? I'll be there. I literally live maybe 3/4 of a mile away, maybe a mile from the center. I apologized vociferously and said, can you give me like 15 minutes? Which would have put it at like 22 minutes after we were supposed to meet. So no big shake in terms of my thinking. Again, first time I'm late for anything in 8 years. His response, flatly, because you can read a text and it's just flat. I'm going home. Oh, okay. Well, just in case, I live very close to where you volunteer. If you just have a few minutes, I can meet you. And I think his reply, I'd have to look at my phone. His reply was something like, maybe next week if you have time. Okay, so he was bothered. Clearly, not that I can read into any text, but I didn't like his handling of this situation. I know it's my fault for being late, and I apologized. Clearly not a habit I make, but his reaction just seemed very cold and immediate, like boom, So yeah, if I see him again, there's an if there. There's definitely an if there. So thank goodness I had no expectations. My camera lens is filthy. I apologize. So that is that, to my knowledge. I don't see anything continuing from here. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but I really don't have time or place for someone to make me feel guilty for being like 15 minutes late once. I thought I would have some grace. I didn't. That's okay. So I think that's probably it for that. And the other thing I want to mention, I will tell you after I clean off this this camera lens a little bit. This looks a little foggy. Hold on one moment. I just stopped at the post office. I got one little piece of junk mail. All right, with a slightly cleaner lens, I can tell you, I recently posted, actually it was my last video, it was of me going to see the Four Tops and the Temptations. I had an amazing time. The show was spectacular. In particular, it was the Temptations that were really the stars of the show. The Four Tops were fine, but they were great, but the Temptations really knocked my socks off. It was amazing. So someone whom I don't really recognize their screen name, so it's either that they're new to my channel, or I just don't see them participate in the comment section enough to recognize their name. I'll keep an eye out for it in the future. I'm sorry, I'm at an angle here. They wrote three comments. The first was to tell me that they appreciate that I love my cats, but that I'm overbearing and that I'm too much. So, I'm overbearing and too much. First off, it is not polite to tell anybody that on a digital format or in person, on Facebook, it's not polite. You don't know me. And if you find my personality overbearing and I'm too much, there's millions of other channels to go see. So honestly, I want to say fuck off, but I'm not sure if that would be a problem. There's lots of places to go, and I know that I made a reply. One of them was bye-bye, and the other, I don't really quite remember what I wrote, but I did write something, then I edited it, and then I wrote it again, and then I deleted it. Just because I did want to make a reply, but I wanted it to be more thoughtful. Yeah, that I'm overbearing and too much. So I did throw a bit of a fit in my reply, but whatever. And then they wrote a second comment regarding primarily the talent or lack of talent and the advanced age of the gentleman on stage that night. And they didn't want to see old men shuffling around in absurd costumes, whatever. It was just really incredibly negative. And I think there may have been a little jab towards me, but it was mostly towards the gentlemen, the artists that performed so beautifully on that stage, that were so, I mean, enthralling. I saw Mariah Carey not long ago, and I'll tell you, that Temptation show, better than Mariah Carey. No joke. No joke. And she's the queen. So I wrote a more impassioned reply to that comment than I did of the one that was more personally aimed at me, I think. Because it was just so offensive that someone who can't write a complete sentence, who couldn't seem to capitalize anything that needed to be capitalized, that wrote in sentence fragments, couldn't spell anything. The syntax of the paragraph that I think they were trying to write was so off. It was difficult to even read it. Never mind how unpleasant the ideas were, the concepts behind what they wrote. Those are the things I touched on in my reply. So unpleasant, but just unnecessary. And the third comment was just bless you. Oh, I should have said in the second comment, they did note that I don't mention God in my life. And if you've been with me before, you know that God doesn't have a big place in my life. If God has a place in my life, it's on the periphery, in the realm of the obscure and fantastic. So, and I'm a good person. Doesn't matter. I don't have to believe in God to be a good person. But blah, blah, blah. So that was something. I was just kind of surprised by the comments a little bit. If you're taking a personal attack towards me, I understand, but I don't understand the need to write it. Like, if you think I'm overbearing, go watch another channel. There's millions of other channels. Many of them are more overbearing and too much more than me. But to sit there behind that keyboard and so blithely dismiss the talent of these men who have been performing for us for generations. And some of those gentlemen were in there. One guy, the baritone, the bass, that deep voice. That guy's voice was so low. He was in his 20s, I think. So it's not like he's this old man shuffling around. I don't know. I was just so upset by making their trivial comments around their skills and their talent. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I'm giving it more energy on this video than I do in real life. I don't know why. It's very rare that I get any negative comments on my comment section. I'm always surprised at how many people like my videos compared to dislike. So I'm always shocked at that percentage. But blah, blah, blah. It's been a beautiful day. Went to a great meeting. I think I told you that we had like 18 people in attendance at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday. Really fantastic meeting. Got to spend a large portion of the afternoon with my friend Mary Ann. We had a little thrifting, had a nice little lunch, hung up some artwork on her house. I got to nuzzle and play with her cats for a little while. And I'm going to go to my P.O. box. I think I've got some combs to brush Eleanor with. I saw them being used at the cat show recently, and I wanted to get a set of those for my cat. Buddy doesn't need them, but Eleanor needs a better comb. And yeah, it's a very nice day, even with the negative comments, because I did enjoy myself when writing my replies, because I try not to be mean. I try not to be petty. I try not to let things get to me. But for some reason, this person got under my nail just a tiny, tiny bit. Enough to react. Oh, this light is right on my face. This is not good. I think I'm going to leave this video open for just a little bit longer. I don't think there's anything crazy going on in the rest of the day, or even really tomorrow. So I think I might just let you go and have this be a shorter video. Blah, blah, blah. I will talk to you guys later. All right. Fly safe. Bye.